It's week 1 of the 2024 season, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Jets and the 49ers under the lights on Monday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, the new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And after an Achilles injury robbed him of playing most of last season, he's hoping this year can set himself up for a possible fairy tale ending in what has been an inevitable Hall of Fame career. We know it won't be easy, but the Jets have great optimism not only for Aaron Rodgers, but for the team. If he plays the full season, they believe they're truly a playoff team.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll give to Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the 1st round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies, but for whatever reason, People can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just...
And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster.
But I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Now Purdy. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it's 3rd down. Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Ball want to give up the middle. Bust through the tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Connection made to Ruckert. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And he comes back with one complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. It's 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And a slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a bit closer.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Those can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 3 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Purdy off the play fake. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
10-yard loss brings up 2nd and 20 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. Down to the 10.
And they can't bring him down. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those... They excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. James Conner, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Cooper Kupp, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy from the gun.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
67 yards.
And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw is Rodgers.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete, right side to Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Rodgers going to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kenny Yeboah, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now with Purdy. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This completes to Corley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. That one taken in by Corley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Rodgers. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Hall. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert from 4 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back to throw, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball. Out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Dobbs. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And here on 3rd down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hall again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Finding space at the foot. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.